Yashodanandana Prajajanandana Munakira Vanasa Yamunatira Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjavihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjavihari Gopijanavara Girivara Gopijanavara Girivara Yashodanandana Prajajanandana Yashodanandana Prajajanandana Yamunatira Vanasa Yamunatira Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Vishnupad Paramahamsa, Parivajagacharya, Stutarasata, Sishimad Divine Grace, ISKCON Founder Acharya Jagadguru, S.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki, Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa, Parivajagacharya, Stutarasata, Sishimad Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki, Anand Guri Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Namacharya Srila Haridasa Guru Ki Jai. Prem Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinashyam Radha Kunda Giri Garodara Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganges Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glory to Sri Sri Guru Sri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vita Buddha Smati Parichita Shantya Namaste Krishna Bhagavana Sita Gaura Karana Shakti Parichita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurvijadena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Utapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahakala Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajiva Sadvitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakham Vidansha He Krishna Karuna Sindhina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhana Siti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Bhantaka Pataru Vyascha Kripa Sindhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavu Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 18, the perfection of renunciation. Text number was in verse 72. Kachideta Shrutam Paratha Tvayaicagrena cetasa Kachit Ajnana Samoha Panastaste Dhananjaya Kachita Shutam Parata Tvayaicagrena cetasa Kachidajnana Samoha Panastaste Dhananjaya Kachit ita shrutam parata Tvayaicagrena cetasa Kachidajnana Samoha Panastaste Dhananjaya Tvayaicagrena cetasa Kachidajnana Samoha Panastaste Dhananjaya Kachit ita shrutam partha Tvayaicagrena cetasa Kachit Ajnana Samoha Panastaste Dhananjaya Kachideta Shrutam Partha Tvayaicagrena cetasa Kachit Ajnana Samoha Panastaste Dhananjaya Matajis Kachideta Shrutam Partha Tvayaicagrena cetasa Kachit Ajnana Samoha Panastaste Dhananjaya Kachideta Shrutam Partha Tvayaicagrena cetasa Kachit Ajnana Samoha Panastaste Dhananjaya Kachit whether etat this shrutam heard artha osonoprita Tvaya by you eka agrena with full attention Cetasa by the mind Kachit whether Ajnana of ignorance Samoha the illusion Pranastaha dispelled Te of you Dhananjaya O conqueror of wealth Arjuna. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Sri Bhakti Dhira Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. O son of O son of Pritha, O conqueror of wealth, have you heard this with an attentive mind? And are your ignorance and illusions now dispelled? Let's repeat. O son of Pritha, O conqueror of wealth, have you heard this with an attentive mind? And are your ignorance and illusions now dispelled? Purport. The Lord was acting as the spiritual master of Arjuna. Therefore, it was his duty to inquire from Arjuna whether he understood the whole Bhagavad Gita in its proper perspective. If not, the Lord was ready to explain any point or the whole Bhagavad Gita, if so required. Actually, anyone who hears Bhagavad Gita from a bona fide spiritual master like Krishna or his representative will find that all his ignorance is dispelled. Bhagavad Gita is not an ordinary book written by a poet or fiction writer. It is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Any person fortunate enough to hear these teachings from Krishna or from his bona fide spiritual representative is sure to become a liberated person and get out of the darkness of ignorance. Hare Krishna. This is very important. Because Krishna was speaking to Arjuna. There's no point to ask Arjuna if he's hearing him, because Arjuna was not sleeping. He was attentive. As Prabhupada mentioned here, as a perfect teacher, Krishna wants to know what is happening. So he said, Tvaya ekagrena cetasa. Eka agrena cetasa. It is difficult to find people who hears. It is difficult to find people who hears. Because the mind is not hearing. Because there's so much contaminations loaded in the heart. Therefore, the mind doesn't hear. While one is sitting in the class, the mind is not sitting there. The body that is sitting. Even the senses like the eyes are open. It doesn't mean that the mind is also open. The mind is thousands of kilometers away. Krishna is the super soul in the heart, so he knows that. So he asks him, have you heard me with an attentive mind? Krishna can ask him, did you hear me? Generally say, yes. But Krishna didn't ask, did you hear me? He said, with an attentive mind. One who hears with attentive mind, something mysterious will take place. Something. There must be something mysterious. What is that? Kachid Agyana Samha. The doubt, the illusion, which is making the loud noise that the ear doesn't hear, will be destroyed. And this is hearing. This is hearing. Hearing is a big science, not just like common word which you hear, which we know that hearing. Hearing is different. The body sitting in the class is different. Hearing is different. Have you noticed that sometimes after reading something, you close a book and do you remember anything? Huh? Notice? What is responsible for that? The mind did not read. The mind did not read. While we are scanning the book, the mind has gone out to do something else. That is why when you close a book, nothing is there, zero, because the mind did not read. So Krishna is addressing the mind. Did you hear me with attentive mind? Was you hearing? Was the mind hearing? Or the body was just sitting here? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, after distributing the illusion for 7 days, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't utter one word. He was very silent. For whole 7 days, he was sitting there silent. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, I've been speaking and you're not saying anything. From my experience being a teacher, it could mean two things. One is that they're so foolish that he didn't understand anything. The second is that you have something different in your mind. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, yes, I have something different in mind. I have something different. I heard you, but my mind is something different. So what the child say? What is that? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Vedanta Sutra is very brilliant like the sun. And the compiler of yesterday, his mind also was bright like the sun. So everything was perfect. And it is very easy for me to understand. But your explanation is a deliberate attempt to cover the shining sun. What is your interest in doing that? So Brahmacharya was bewildered. This boy, this illiterate boy can speak like this. When he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he appreciated. In the morning we were talking about Bhakti and Gyan. They're completely different. When he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, my dear Swami, my dear Swami. What prompted an intelligent person like you to take sannyas? Why do you take sannyas? Why? Looking at you have so many faults. One is their body is too handsome. It's a big fault. You have all the lust attracted to your body because your body is so handsome, so attractive. You will not get anything but lust. Attack from all directions. So how will you survive with this? Second fault you have is that you're too young. You're not experienced. You can't understand Vedanta. Vedanta requires brain. You're too young for this. So prompted an intelligent person like you to take sannyas with all this. How will you survive? Anyway, I want to make your heart very dry like my heart. So let me teach you Vedanta. She become very dry and useless like me. So he was doing that, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him this is useless, completely useless. Useless. He was shocked for the first time for somebody to, no Pandit, no Mishra, no Brahmachara, no Saraswati ever challenged him in life. First time a small boy is speaking to him like this, he was shocked. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started to explain the philosophy. No, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, yes, I agree with you. That is why I came. I came to take your association. Don't see me as a sannyasi. I'm not a sannyasi. Don't forget about that. Just see me as your son. And I came to take your shelter. This is a humility of the Lord. Those who know are very humble. Those who knows, very humble. Those who does not know, is proud. Chaitanya was so humble because he knows. Vidya Vina Sampanne Brahmana Gabi Hastini. Sampanne Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. So I'm not a son. Don't look at me like that. I mean, it's a child. I came to be trained by you. So teach me. So the process, he was vomiting all the nonsense. Look at him. A big fool. Don't know anything. And you're speaking as if you know. Then Chaitanya says, can you explain Atmarama verse? He started to speak here and there. He was running all around, running. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, that's all you can give? Say yes, there's nothing more than this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, there are so many things more than this. Huh? There are so many things more than this. When he was speaking, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya became bewildered. He was listening. Is it this verse he's talking about? That was only 9 times he explained. He was bewildered. While he was speaking to him, then he showed him 600 forms. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya fainted. When he regained consciousness, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him, am I a sannyasi now? Or I'm still a small boy? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya he couldn't speak again. Then he constructed 100 songs to glorify Dhira Mahaprabhu. So, hearing is a very big science. The mind should hear. And if the mind hear, Krishna said, if we are allowing the mind to hear, we will experience pranata state. You are Moha will be dispelled, be completely dispelled, completely. Ignorance will be destroyed. This is hearing. Hearing is different. Therefore, we should learn how to hear. How to hear. Rukmini Devi she didn't see Krishna. She only heard about Krishna. Just hearing about Krishna, she developed attachment for Krishna. She didn't see Krishna. It's difficult to meditate on something you don't see. But Rukmini Devi developed attachment just by hearing Krishna. It is from there that she wrote a letter to Krishna to express her feelings. My dear Lord Krishna, my dear Lord. Hearing about you, I have developed attachment. That for this lifetime, it is you. And even if you think that my austerity is not enough to get you, I will not change my mind to start thinking of Brahma or think of Shiva or somebody else. No. I will intensify my effort. I will increase my austerity. I will increase my austerity to next life. So I will get you. This is the power of hearing. The when one hears, this will naturally take place in the heart. That is hearing. That she developed love for Lord Krishna, and that love she developed was bending within her, that she had no interest for anything except Krishna. So, hearing from a bona fide spiritual master, or hearing directly from Krishna, very important. Very, very important. And she said, in the letter she wrote to Krishna, my dear Lord Krishna, don't think that I'm just a lusty girl looking for a boy. That is not the issue. The issue is that you have a problem. The problem is that anyone who hears about you must become restless like me. And that is hearing. And I have a problem. My problem is that I made a mistake to hear about you. Therefore, I'm restless after you. You better come and take me because I'm useless for anything, only for you. This is Krishna consciousness. This is hearing. Devotional service. One who is actually engaged in devotional service will become materially useless. That is hearing. That is a proof of Krishna consciousness. If we still have attraction, we're still appreciating material means we're not hearing. Or we have not heard. If we hear, we become restless like Rukmini Devi. And we'll express our feeling like this. The same thing with Parikshit Maharaj. He had. Parikshit Maharaj had Sukadeva Goswami. He had for 7 days and he confessed. What I couldn't do for a moment, I'm doing it for a whole week. For a week. For a moment, I couldn't control my taste. But I'm sitting here for 7 days, I'm not feeling tasty. That is hearing. It's hearing. So Krishna is requesting that we should hear with the mind. We should hear with the mind. And if you really hear with the mind, Arjuna will express it in the next verse. In the next verse 73, Arjuna is going to answer Krishna's question. If you are really heard him, he will answer in the next text 73. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj, for a wonderful class. So the question is, how can we bring the mind?
What can we do to bring the mind? So what is the process of hearing? If we want to hear, Prabhupada said eagerness. We should be eager to hear. Eagerness is required. Humility is required. If we're not humble, we cannot hear. If you're not eager, we cannot hear. Humility is required. Humility means I don't know and I want to know. It does not matter who is speaking. One who is very eager and humble must learn something from every class that he attends. Every class. It doesn't matter who is speaking. Even if the person didn't say anything, don't read the purport, you will learn a lot of things from it. For one who is very eager and is humble, and one has faith in the speaker. The faith in the speaker that this devotee is representing my Guru and Krishna, and as I'm sitting here waiting for what my Guru and Krishna are going to tell me through the speaker. Eagerness, humility, faith is required if we want to hear. If we want to hear, this is required. I have not finished. I have not finished. How many are appointed? 3. What are the 3? Eagerness, faith. Parikshit Maharaj was able to hear. Arjuna was able to hear. Arjuna had Bhagavad Gita for 30 minutes. Parikshit Maharaj had Bhagavatam for 7 days. Why were they so attentive that they had? Because they were not feeling comfortable in this world. They were not feeling comfortable in this world. They were feeling the heat of material existence. Serious problems, serious problems. Parikshit Maharaj, 7 days, is going to die. Arjuna is going to fight Bhishma Dev, he cannot fight it. Therefore, the very attentive. If you are feeling comfortable, you will not hear. Yeah, I'm okay, I'm the Lord's. You will not hear. You will not hear anything. Not here. So these 4 things are there. Then we can hear.
My second question is sometimes in Shema Bhagavata, you have the desire to come. Then when class is ongoing, you are just sitting, you just go to class.
Yeah, because we are comfortable, we are satisfied with the situation. I still have a young body, I still have my self facilities. I'm okay. This means I'm comfortable. We are feeling comfortable. So let me just go to the class as a routine, so that everybody knows that I was there in the class. So the body is sitting there, the mind has gone away. So eagerness is required. Eagerness is required. If you are not hungry, you don't eat. So if we are comfortable with our situations, you won't hear. There's no need for me to hear. I know everything he's talking. When you go into the class like that mood, I know everything he's going to say. After all, I'm the Vedantist. I know all the scriptures. This boy, what do you know? No, that's why humility is required. That's why humility is required.
From what you are saying, that means we listen, but we don't hear. There are 2 things I want some clarification. In Mahabharata, Damayanti, the story of Nala and Damayanti, birds spoke about Nala to Damayanti, and by hearing them, Damayanti developed unflinching love for Nala. The first question is, was that a pure love or lust? And if it is lust,
Doesn't matter. The important thing is hearing. Once he hear and become developed, it could be lost, it could be love, but it came from attentive hearing.
so how do we then transform our contaminated state of hearing into devotional or transcendental state of hearing?
It's to keep hearing. If you continue to hear, we will learn. We will learn to understand how useless it is. We want to waste our time for the temporal things in this material world which will not help us. First January this year. So in the lecture we are giving, we told devotees, all of us should look into our personal life. Don't look into someone's life. We should look into our own personal life and ask ourselves individually, what I am constantly meditating on. Will that thing help me at the time of death? The things I'm constantly thinking my whole year, will that thing help me at the time of death? If the answer is no, let us give it up. If the answer is yes, you can continue. If not, at the time of death, will that thing help me to go back to Godhead? Means that by now, we should start cultivating the path which will lead us to Krishna. We should be intelligent enough to look at these things. What I'm constantly meditating upon, will it help me at the time of death? Will it help me to go back to Godhead? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whatever it is. I may be 100% right in what I'm thinking. That is okay. But will that help you at the time of death? That at the end, this will take me back home, back to Godhead? Does it make sense? If it is not, we should stop it. But it is only a person who hears it who will follow it. Who does not hear it will not follow it. We've forgotten. I will continue. We'll continue. We continue the process which the process which is going to take us to hell, instead of the process which will take us to Vaikuntha, to Goloka. We have the right to do this, to check what I am constantly meditating upon. Will this help me at the time of death? If it is not, stop it. Simple. It is hearing. If you don't hear, and if you don't do what is necessary, you will get it. Now we have the chance to decide. We have the chance. Now we have the chance. We are wasting our time for unnecessary things which is not helping us Christian consciously. We are simply wasting our time. We should be purpose-driven Christian conscious people. Purpose-driven Christian conscious people. For one who is not purpose-driven Christian consciously, we will not follow the path which will take us back to Godhead. Now we can do all kinds of things. We live a life as independent person. When there will be difficulties, you can't hang it on the movement and say the movement is not taking care of me. But how were you living your Christian conscious life? We are not thinking about that. We're not thinking about how we are living our Christian conscious life. But when we have difficulty, we blame the movement. Blaming somebody will help us become Christian conscious. Why should an intelligent person waste your time for that? The thing which will not give us Christian consciousness. Why we should waste our time for that? Prabhupada said everything we are doing will be tested at the time of death. Look at how many devotees are leaving their body. Many devotees, how they're leaving their body? In anger, in frustration, in anxiety. That will take one back home, back to Godhead. Look, so many devotees. Look at the consciousness we are carrying in our head. Is it Krishna conscious? Who is responsible for that? Devotees should be happy leaving the body. Should be happy. Means what? We have lived a successful Krishna conscious life. That is now. That is now. Don't waste our time, cheat ourselves. It will be tested. What we're doing will be tested at the time of death. It will be tested. How is it tested? Look how we are living the body. Happily? Or in anxiety? With anger, frustration. That is a part. The consciousness which will take us back to Godhead. Is that the process? Now is the time. We can do whatever we like can walk out to the temple, can walk out anybody, can do whatever we want to do. But Prabhupada said it will be tested. Everything we are doing will be tested. It will be tested the time we are leaving the body, how we are living with anger, with frustration, bewildered, lamenting seriously for what we are leaving behind. This is not Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness, when we're living with joy, the devotees are all around chanting in the middle of the holy name, which is not different from Krishna. Devotee leaves the body. That is glorious. That is good. Not with anger. Not with anger. So now we should check how we are living our Krishna conscious life. Now, what we're doing every day, we should look at it. Will this help me at the time of death? I'm going to feel happy in the body, looking at the body, feeling happy. This is most important. All right? What do you think?
Please, some time ago, you gave beautiful lectures. I need something. You said that if you have no interest in something, you won't have time for it.
Yes.
So we are helpless. We have been here with our diseases and still not trying to do anything to cure ourselves. So what are some of the things to do to develop interest in what we are practicing? Because like you are saying, it has some kind of connection. We don't hear. It is because we have no interest in what we are practicing.
So we should check which environment are we in. Let us check now. Am I in my mundane house or this place? This what is supposed to be done here? What am I? This place is meant for what? So we should belong here. Let us belong here. We should belong there. That is the solution. There is no tonic we are going to give somebody or some magic wine to. You're not the time I have to will embrace you. I start crying. The time I was doing that, but this time we don't have that. We don't have that potency to do that. We always follow the process. So Papa said, what can be done? What can be done? What can be done? Yes, Babu.
Yes, Maharaj, I want to know how many people Krishna gave them mercy to witness the Mahab, the Kurukshetra.
How many people Krishna gave mercy?
For them to witness. Why you were not on the battle, you were witnessing everything. Like Sanjaya, Yasadi.
Yes.
I know about Babarik.
That's what I know also. I don't have no idea of somebody else who will give him vision to hear. 50% yes. I was able to see everything. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much. It's not about Gita Cities Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premānandi. All glories to